Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Let's have a look at HBAR. A very interesting pattern is now forming here. You may or may not be able to tell what it is, but I want to bring this to your attention in today's video. We're going to be looking at what's going on, what might come next, what I personally am looking for. I'll be sharing all of my personal thoughts and opinions too. If it sounds like a good video, please do make sure to leave a like on it and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. However, at the same time, remember, I am not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice. Anyway, the pattern that we're going to be speaking about today I think is quite blatant, quite obvious, right? We are seeing this one hold and bounce off of levels of support in the 21-cent range. This is particularly interesting. We've seen this one come down as low as 21 both once, both twice, and also 3 times here. And the question is now, is this the potential for an opportunity of a turnaround, or do we just see this one go lower and lower? Now we've seen recent highs not even too long ago, right? This is only going back to July, where we saw this one hit 29. That is, of course, comparatively a sizable increase. And if we zoom out to the 1 month chart, you can see this in more scale. Even the all-time chart, this becomes more apparent. Right, you can just see some of those highs just there. And the question is right now, do we have that potential for a turnaround yet again? Do we have the possibility that we're going to see this one break out, potentially go up from here? Well, again, it looks like, and again, it may, depending on your viewpoints, be a little bit soon to say, but it absolutely looks like we may be starting to formulate somewhat of a bottom here at the 21-cent range. Now, this is obviously significant if it is able to stick. We've seen this one in decline, again, for quite some time now. We did initially bounce off of a few levels in the 22-cent range, but now the question is, will 21 stick? If it does, that is going to be a perfect bottom, and so far it appears to be working, right? Generally, we're finding this bottom between 21.1 and 21.2, so you can see those specific levels here, and the question is, where do we go from here? Well, I think a few things are obviously apparent. With a 2% gain right now, as of today, there is that potential to see this one go up, right? The momentum is here. However, we are now coming up to a very significant level of resistance that we have had difficulty at a few times along this journey. Most notably recently here, we have struggled to get into the 21, or I should say 22 range. It's that simple. A break into 22 is going to set us up in a new position, right? 22 is the first level to break above. Past that, we're looking to push up past 22.3, then we're looking to push onto 22.5, maybe 22.6, and eventually, hopefully, onto 22.8. Again, this is a very interesting one to be looking at here. It should go without saying that this is going to be a relatively high risk, high reward play. But we're now seeing this one move to a point where we are arguably finding a bottom. We're arguably finding a point that we are finding some stability here. And again, have we been lower than this in the past? Yes, we absolutely have. Is that worth considering? Yes, it absolutely is. But is there that potential? And again, I'm not saying guarantee, of course not. I'm not saying certainty. And again, likelihood, that's even in your own opinion to make up, right? But is there that potential that we could bounce from here at 21 to 22 to 23 to 25, maybe onto 26, maybe onto 29? Well, it's not impossible, is it, right? It's absolutely not impossible. Now, if this level doesn't stick, if for some reason we are not able to maintain these levels, I think there's every possibility from there that we're going to be seeing this one drop even lower. Could be looking at 20, could be looking even lower than that, which would therefore represent relatively a significant decrease. However, this is an opportunity, a potential opportunity, that I did want to bring your attention to. And even if you're not interested in this one, or even if this is something that does interest you, there's a few things that I personally would take in mind, right? The absolute low of this point to watch out for is going to be at the very lowest. I'm going to call it 21.1, right? 21.1 is going to be significant to watch out for. A drop below that and a drop below previous levels does indicate a new low, does indicate the potential of going even lower than this. A breakout above, like I say, 22 and into that range could begin to indicate somewhat of a trend reversal. Although if you're looking for a more strong confirmation, you might be looking to go into 22.5, 22.6, maybe even 23 before you get that absolute confirmation. Either way, guys, it's going to be a risky play. Should be aware of this, and that's why I recommend that you do your own research. But do I think that this is a very interesting point to watch out for? Yes. Do I think this could be a very interesting point to enter the play? Yes. Those are the key levels that I'm looking for in the next few days, guys. Again, I'm not here to make your minds up, I'm just here to show you the levels that I am paying attention to. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope I'll see you again soon. Goodbye for now.